up towards the ceiling. So try not to allow the knees to roll in or out. I think that's too low now, but whatever. As long as you can see me. Pull the belly button in, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor, shoulder blades down the back, hands down by your side. So again, we're trying to keep our engagement through the core. Pull your belly button in and scoop and lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. We're not changing the position. As we engage, we're engaging all those internal muscles. Relax the shoulders, tuck the tailbone, and we'll start with pelvic tilts. So we're only tucking or moving if it's the exercise. So the engagement is always there, even if we're moving. Pull your belly button in, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. Try not to allow the knees to roll in or out, keep them up towards the ceiling. And scoop through the tummy muscles as you gradually lower down, and trying to lower down bit by bit until your tailbone is the last thing to land onto the mat. So we're pulling in, we're lifting, we're scooping, tucking, grounding your feet, and then peeling up bit by bit. Again, no higher than your shoulder blades. If you want to take a deep breath in there, still engaging through the core, or re-engage, and then lower down. So again, bit by bit, you should start to feel the back of the legs warm up. And again, bit by bit until your tailbone is the last thing to land onto your mat. Just keep that going. Might take a few repetitions for the spine to wake up. Peeling up bit by bit. Give the glutes a little bit of a squeeze. And then lowering down. Pull the belly button in. Lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. Lower down bit by bit. Again, tailbone is the last thing to land. Relax through the shoulders. I can feel my shoulders tensing a little bit as I do this. So as I start to tense and as I start to come out of alignment, it's always good for me to remind you to just relax. And again, last one, just bringing yourself down bit by bit. So at the end of this, I'm going to scoop through the core. I'm going to lift one knee and then the other knee, and then give them a hug. So we're going to add this into our sequence. We're going down with one leg, scoop the tummy muscles, tuck, peel the spine up bit by bit. So again, the whole pelvic tilt sequence coming up to where you can, taking a breath, scoop through the tummy muscles, lower down bit by bit. Again, until your tailbone is that last thing to land. And then scoop through the core, bring one knee in, bring the other knee in, give them a bit of a hug, and then place one foot down at a time. Use your lower abdominals to help those legs down. Ground through. If you want to, with that pelvic tilt, you might then want to add the arms in. It's optional, you don't have to. Still keep the spine peeling up bit by bit, reaching towards the floor above your head, scooping through the tummy muscles, and then lowering down again, bringing the arms up and over, coming all the way down. You can go at your own pace here, so if you need to go slower, or if you're flowing through a little bit quicker, still with control, then you can go a little bit slower. And again, bring in those legs in, give them a hug, placing down. Let's do it one more time. Scoop through the tummy muscles, peel up, using the core, peeling up through the spine, stretching to where you can, shoulder blades down the back, lower down bit by bit, reaching the fingertips. So try if you can to find the length through those arms. And then again, scoop through the tummy muscles, one knee. We're going to hold this position. So try not to kind of tuck the tailbone too much when you're hugging the knees in. Think about grounding through the tailbone and just drawing the knees in towards the chest. And from there, place the hands down and move those legs away. So again, they are above the knee, they're above the hips. The knees are above the hips. And then if you just drop those knees down, so you should be able to rest a tray onto your shins. So you pull the belly button in, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. You should feel the muscles work, you should feel the thighs work just being in this position. So that's the really good thing about Pilates, is that some of the start positions are going to be work positions as well. You're going to feel those muscles trying to stabilize and hold. I want you to imagine you've got a tennis ball between the knees, so try not to bring the knees together. Take them slightly apart and you can imagine you've got a tennis ball between the knees. Pull the belly button in, relax the upper body. From here, you're going to tap and come up. So again, lower abdominals are working here. Make sure the back isn't arching. So there's several things you want to look out for here. Make sure you're not moving through the kind of the pelvis and the hips and the lower back. So when you're taking that leg down, I'm just going to exaggerate it. You're not kind of moving and arching through the back and then rocking back up like that. You're keeping everything neutral through the spine. It's just the leg in the hip that's tapping down and coming back up. And also, the second thing to look out for is that you're not bringing the heel in and tapping down, because you're not going to feel anything if you do that. So I see a lot of people do that in sessions when we do this exercise. They're literally just going like this and bringing the heel and just tapping down and not really making any movement of the leg. So as you can see, the thighs are kind of brushing past each other. The leg stays into a 90-degree position. You should definitely feel this now after me talking, and you should be doing the repetitions as I'm talking. You should be feeling the thighs, the lower abdominals, and everything stabilizing to make that movement of the leg in the hip. So the leg stays into that 90-degree position. Let's just do one more to each side. Keep ourselves nice and balanced. So sometimes half the challenge in Pilates is just keeping your alignment and keeping your position. Stretch, hug the knees. So let's add that in to our pelvic tilt. So instead of hugging the knees, we're going to come up one at a time to that position, and we're going to add on a toe tap each side. So feet hip width apart, scoop the tummy muscles, rebuild the spine. So you're peeling up bit by bit. If you want to, you're reaching the fingertips, shoulder blades down the back, reaching up and over, stretching to where you can, and then scooping through the tummy muscles, coming all the way back down, bringing the arms up and over. Scoop through the core, find your neutral position as you lower the tailbone, one leg at a time up to your 90-degree position. Find that position, tap each side, and then one foot down at a time. Start the sequence again. Round through your feet, scoop the tummy muscles, peel up. So again, all we've done really is 2 exercises, but we've kept control, keeping the alignment, keeping the control of each movement, engaging through the core. It's all about that control with Pilates. So even if you're only doing 1 or 2 exercises, you should start to feel the muscles really waking up and really working. And your mind as well should be kind of always thinking about, am I in the right alignment? Let's do one more round of that. Feet down, scoop the tummy muscles, peel up. Again, hopefully the spine feels a little bit looser, so you feel like you're peeling up, lowering down bit by bit. One leg at a time, comes up to a 90-degree position. Tap down. Lower the feet and relax. I'll check time because I have run over. So again, a small sequence there which you can do anytime. Let's give ourselves a bit of a stretch. Reach the fingertips, reach through the toes. I know I started a bit later as well. But if you take those 2 Pilates exercises and practice them every morning, you can come back to this session, practice it every morning, you're going to start to build that deep core strength, you're going to start to build some stabilization muscles, you're going to mobilize through the spine, work down the back of the leg. So it's really simple exercises, but the way you're controlling through the exercises and setting yourself up into a good alignment and good technique, that's where you're going to start to feel the right muscles switching on. You're going to build some kind of deep core strength and stabilization strength, which is the main thing with Pilates. You want to build those muscles that are deeper and that are going to help you with posture, with balance, with kind of preventing injuries when you are kind of doing other exercises, when you're doing more high impact stuff. Pilates can help with all of that. So really, it's like the foundation of any other exercise you do.